Society is regressing, but I stay dressing. Yes, that is all I can focus on, guys. That is all. I can only focus on being healthy, wealthy, and stealthy. That is it. And if refusing to engage with people who are addicted to toxicity makes me a bad Christian, then so be it. I know my limits. Let's get into it. It's a bit windy up here, so I'm gonna talk loud. Thank you all for so positively engaging with my content lately on femininity, family, God, you know, just being very pro-God intervening in our lives, disrupting it, and, you know, just letting him make the changes that lead us to a happier life. You know, I'm just happy for that, so thank you. And thank you for positively engaging with my video where I said, here are things that I'm repulsed by as Black American. Thank you, because honestly, guys, that's my last one. I would love to talk more about it, but I made it private because I am not one of God's strongest soldiers. I'm not. But YouTube recommended some stronger soldiers for me to tune into. So I'm gonna share some of those names with you. Amala Ekpanobi responded to a video that Zaria, I think her name's Zaria Simmons, created, where she talked about Black culture and how it went from being, you know, full of elegance to sexy bad. And when ladies like myself go online and say things like, hey, let's promote education and finding a match, finding your spouse who's on your level and having a beautiful, elegant family and having family values and owning property, we get called whitewashed. So you're equating success to being white? Guys, white people aren't the only ones who are successful. Rap music, the TV, everything makes it seem like that is Black culture, when in reality there's a lot of us just, you know, chill, middle class Black people out there. They're just busy, they're not on social media, and it's overpowered by these negative influences. And tinfoil hat on, I wonder who's pushing that. Just saying, I don't know. I don't rely on hoping that the government is my best friend, is gonna come save me in the end. I think the opposite, because who's the enemy in like every movie, every like blockbuster film of like the early 2000s, you know? I'm just saying, like, I'm so pro like big faith in God, little faith in the government. I'm just saying. Hello, it is me. I'm currently editing the video that you're watching. And in case you don't have 7 minutes to spare, let me give you a quick little summary of what I'm about to say. Amala Ekpanobi, fabulous. Brett Cooper, new favorite. Amir Odom, slay. Zaria Simmons, a new slay. All right, there are other characters I can mention on YouTube. Think of these people as SEAL Team 6. You're in the front lines, infantry, right? Think of me as the B-2 bomber, assisting overhead. We are all sending out the same message, which is, hey, we can have accountability for ourselves. We're tired. We're tired of the way some of our fellow girlfriends act. We're tired of the way that certain groups act and blame it on everybody else. We're tired, right? But they have, I think, editors maybe, or just more emotional bandwidth to handle this than I do. My problem is, in my personal life, I've been, you know, not recently, but just my soul was sucked out of me by people who are addicted to drama and toxicity. Basically, I think I'm preaching to a very small minority of people. And instead of trying to make videos and wasting my time talking about, you know, I had ideas for this channel. I had ideas where, it's supposed to be short, sorry. I had ideas on how we can help ourselves. What you can do today to try to excel and gain the power back that maybe you feel like you don't have in your life. Basically, I was gonna do unintentional self-improvement videos, particularly geared at women. And I realized just a lot of people are addicted to toxicity, that's it. And what made me triggered enough to make my own video private is the fact that my mom sent me a video. And I know it doesn't have to do with me, but it does, because like people are saying, like, why do you guys care? It's because it does affect us in the long run. There's a video, I won't tell you the details, I'm sure you've seen it if you are on social media enough, but it happened here in Miami. 2 women are fighting, of course they're both Black, and one lady just chucks a bowling ball at the other woman. It's very hard to watch. People look at it, they laugh, they're like, OMG, look at the way she dropped. Like, that's crazy, OMG. This is not normal to me. It is sick, and there's a child in it. Like, I can't handle seeing violent stuff. I can't anymore. I never did, but I just mean it's like, I don't see anybody else acting like this nonstop. So that's pretty much the point of this video, is saying, I would love to keep preaching about this because we're supposed to preach. That's our job as disciples, literally. Preach. But I don't think a woman who throws who has the gall to throw a bowling ball? A woman who has the gall to chuck a bowling ball at another human is not gonna go home and go on her iPad and tune in to Senpai stamps and go, huh, she's right. Next time, I'm not gonna do attempted. It is so hot and humid out here. So I need to wrap this up because it's getting too warm. I am so happy that that video got 97% positive feedback. Again, that gives me hope. It gives me hope because, you know, usually videos like that get a lot of hate and negativity. But still, that's why I made it private. I know that eventually that type of video will go viral because it was getting a lot of traction. And I'm not interested in fighting with people who are gonna try to gaslight me into believing that that culture that's being pushed right now is Black culture. It's not. Maybe that's new Black culture. And yeah, I was born in 1996, but I know how to read and I know how to watch movies. Back in the day, Black people were held with such, you know, regard. You know, there were two-parent households. You know, 60s and 50s were rough. We're not glossing over the ugliness of the past as well. But I'm just saying, you know, there was this dignified presence. You know, when I think about Black culture, like, we're gonna do like a word association game. I think about Huxtables, Claire Huxtable, Bill Cosby Show, Tia and Tamara, Sister. That very specific smell of the blue grease that you put in your hair in the morning. The hot comb, Easter outfits. I just thought about an actress. I just said Viola Davis. Jodie Turner-Smith, elegance, cocoa butter. I don't know. I could think of so many positive things. Also, people love to insinuate, you know, people like myself, Zaria Simmons, Amalek Panobi, Amir Odom, who I talk to a lot now. People love to say, oh, something's wrong with you all. You all just probably have self-hate. You just hate Black people because you're stepping forward saying stuff like this. No, it's because we care. And it's because a lot of us want to have kids. And I'm concerned, right? I'm already concerned because, look, I'm just going to tell you guys a quick story. My nail tech, okay, I got to go back because this one's broken. My nail tech tells me a story about how she has a son, you know, he's like 13. They're at that age where you want to fit in. He was being bullied because his grades were, you know, exceeding past his classmates in a predominantly, you know, like Black school. Another boy brings a knife to the school and threatens, you know, to hurt him. And I know you're gonna say, oh, but that's not a Black thing. White kids bring knives to school. Like, we're talking about this. There is an obvious issue. And I'm sorry, but you're wrong. I'm right on this. Respectfully, zip it. It is normal to be repulsed by the overwhelming amounts of violence that is perpetuated. Someone told that kid, or he saw it at home, this is a normal way to do conflict resolution. I'm jealous of this other Black kid who's doing well in school and getting high grades, therefore I must hurt him. This is a problem. It is a very big problem. I'm not sorry for admitting that I am repulsed to violence, promiscuity, just all forms of debauchery. Absolute just undignified behavior in public, making the rest of us just frustrated. I'm not sorry for expressing that, so there's that. And I feel the exact same way in regards to any other topics I've touched up on my channel. I used to be that girl who sought out academic validation. Like, I didn't do well in school at first, and then I got better at it later. And then I became kind of obsessed with, like, proving something to other people. Like, oh, I'm so good at this, I need everybody to know. And again, I'm not education averse. Like that one commenter said, like, oh, you're pushing this, like, femininity, like, just stay home and, you know, don't add value to yourself lifestyle. That's not at all what I said at all. I I'm saying add as much value as you want, but your value as a human doesn't come from how many degrees you have, how much money you make, the clothes you're wearing, fitting in with other people, fitting in with the world. In my opinion, it comes from, you know, just God. Like, you have this gift, and I just think it's a waste of your life to spend it trying to prove something to other people. Like, if I cared what other people thought, I wouldn't make a second channel just ripping this whole like idea apart. A large party boat just went by and they were blasting back that ass up. That's what you need to do. You need to back that ass up and look at yourself in the mirror. Remember that you have value. Seriously. I could have stayed a victim. I could have, like, my old friends, I'm so sorry that you guys had to put up with this, but I was venting to them every day. I was just so stuck in this mindset of, well, okay, I can be a victim or I can be a victor. It's very simple, but it's not that simple, which again is why I'm like, I would love to just promote this and try to convince you all that, you know, there's better out there and I want to do the right thing. Like, you know, the pastor said in my Bible study, how to know if you're being a good Christian: read the word, preach the word, suffer well, you know, and like live by the word. I would love to preach, but it honestly takes away my energy. And I don't know if I'm like sinning by admitting that, but it's true. I can't be that friend anymore. Like, I'm glad that my friends helped me through it, and I've helped others who wanted the help because I wanted it. But I can't help those who don't want to be helped. I'm not gonna sit here and help those, you know, girlfriends who complain about their man nonstop. Oh, he's so bad to me. He's so awful. He doesn't do anything to me. I feel like I'm single. You know, I feel like I'm single but still married. I feel like, oh my gosh, he's so awful. I'm like, then break up with him. No. I'm like, okay then. Like, you don't want peace. You want problems. I can't solve them anymore. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if there's anyone else out there who feels the same way. We're supposed to. I feel like there's that pressure. Like, again, this is why I like detach from certain groups too. Like, I'm not even fully into like hanging out with only Christians for this reason, because they try to make me feel bad for admitting the truth. They're comfortable going up to someone else's door and preaching. Like, good for you, but I can't do that because I'm not interested in, like, if I did that in Florida, someone might like pull a gun on me. Like, I just can't. I let people do their life. God intervened in mine. I did have friends who helped me, but the people I'm meeting, the people who are trying to drag me into their toxicity, like, I say no thank you. But I have to just let you guys destroy yourselves. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I don't want to, you know, but I can't. That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned this year. Goodbye.